Welcome back to Everyday Harvest. Imagine planting a few vegetables, herbs, and flowers this July, and then watching them come back year after year with almost no effort from you. No buying new seeds every season, no constant replanting, just a garden that practically renews itself. It sounds like a gardener's dream, but it is absolutely possible when you choose the right self-seeding plants. Many gardeners spend hundreds of dollars every year replacing crops they could have been growing for free. Nature already has a system for keeping plants alive generation after generation. When a plant produces mature seeds and drops them onto the soil, those seeds wait for the right conditions and then sprout on their own. This process is called self-seeding, and many plants are so good at it that a single planting can provide years of harvests. July is one of the best months to introduce self-seeders into your garden. The warm soil helps seeds mature quickly, and many plants will have enough time to establish themselves before cooler weather arrives. By next season, you'll discover seedlings popping up all over your garden, saving you time, money, and effort. Today, we're counting down 13 amazing self-seeding plants that can turn your garden into a nearly self-sustaining paradise. Some provide food, some attract pollinators, and some do both. Stay until the end because the final plant on our list is so prolific that many gardeners never have to buy it again after planting it once. Before we begin, let us know in the comments which self-seeding plant has surprised you the most. And if you're new to Everyday Harvest, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more gardening tips that help you grow more while spending less. Let's start with number 1. Number 1, calendula. Calendula is one of the easiest self-seeding flowers you'll ever grow. Often called pot marigold, this beautiful flower produces bright yellow and orange blooms that seem to glow in the summer sun. Beyond its beauty, calendula is edible and medicinal. The petals can be added to salads, teas, and homemade skincare products. What makes calendula special is its incredible ability to reseed itself. Once the flowers fade, they form curled seed heads packed with dozens of seeds. If left on the plant, these seeds naturally fall to the ground and germinate when conditions become favorable. Plant calendula in July, and it will often continue blooming until frost. By next spring, you'll likely find young calendula plants emerging around the original planting area. Many gardeners report that their first planting continued producing volunteers for years. Calendula also attracts beneficial insects, including bees and hoverflies, which help pollinate vegetables and control pests. In many ways, it's a flower that pays for itself over and over again. Number 2, dill. Dill is one of those herbs that seems determined to survive. Known for its feathery foliage and distinctive flavor, dill is a favorite in pickles, salads, soups, and fish dishes. When allowed to flower, dill produces large umbrella-shaped clusters filled with seeds. These seeds mature quickly during warm weather and readily drop to the soil. The following season, tiny dill seedlings often appear everywhere. Many gardeners are surprised by just how prolific dill can be. Planted once, and you'll often find new plants growing in pathways, raised beds, and even cracks between stones. Dill is also a magnet for pollinators and beneficial insects. Ladybugs, lacewings, and parasitic wasps all visit dill flowers. These insects help keep aphids and other garden pests under control. The key is resisting the urge to harvest every flower head. Leave some to mature and release seeds. Nature will take care of the rest. Number 3, cilantro. Cilantro may have a reputation for bolting quickly in hot weather, but that's actually one of its greatest strengths if you want a self-seeding garden. As temperatures rise, cilantro sends up tall flower stalks topped with delicate white blossoms. These flowers eventually develop into coriander seeds. Once mature, they fall naturally and create the next generation of plants. Planting cilantro often struggles to maintain a continuous harvest because the plant transitions rapidly from leaf production to seed production. But by embracing this natural cycle instead of fighting it, you can enjoy a nearly endless supply. Plant cilantro in July. allows some plants to flower, and you'll likely discover seedlings appearing throughout the cooler months. Over time, the plant develops its own rhythm within your garden ecosystem. Not only do you get fresh cilantro leaves, but you also harvest coriander seeds for cooking. It's essentially two crops from one plant. Number 4. Arugula. Arugula is one of the fastest growing greens available, and it is incredibly generous when it comes to self-seeding. This peppery leafy vegetable thrives in many climates and produces edible leaves within weeks. If allowed to mature, it sends up tall flowering stalks covered with small cream-colored blossoms. After flowering, hundreds of seeds develop in slender pods. Once these pods dry, they release seeds that scatter around the garden. Many gardeners find that arugula becomes a permanent resident after just one planting. New seedlings emerge whenever conditions are suitable, providing repeated harvests with little effort. The secret is allowing a few plants to complete their life cycle each season. Instead of pulling them out when they bolt, let them flower and seed. Future generations will reward your patience. Number 5. Borage. If you've never grown borage, you're missing one of the most useful plants in the garden. Borage produces stunning blue star-shaped flowers that bees absolutely adore. Few plants attract pollinators as effectively as borage. During flowering season, the blossoms are often buzzing with activity from morning until evening. The flowers are edible and have a mild cucumber-like flavor. They can be added to drinks, salads, and desserts for a beautiful decorative touch. When flowering ends, borage produces large seeds that readily fall to the ground. These seeds germinate easily and often create new plants the following season. Many gardeners intentionally plant borage once and then allow nature to manage the rest. Because of its deep roots, borage also helps improve soil structure and draw nutrients upward from deeper layers. Number 6. Lettuce. Many people don't realize that lettuce can self-seed remarkably well. Instead of pulling old plants once they become bitter or bolt, consider letting a few continue growing. Bolted lettuce produces tall flower stalks topped with clusters of small yellow blooms. These flowers eventually transform into fluffy seed heads similar to miniature dandelions. Each seed head contains dozens of lightweight seeds capable of traveling short distances in the wind. Once they land on suitable soil, they remain viable and often germinate during cooler weather. The result can be dozens or even hundreds of volunteer lettuce seedlings appearing throughout your garden beds. Some gardeners maintain a continuous lettuce supply simply by allowing a portion of each crop to go to seed. Over time, the plants adapt to local conditions, creating a resilient and productive lettuce patch. Number 7. Nasturtiums. Nasturtiums are among the most colorful and useful self-seeding plants you can grow. Their bright orange, yellow, and red flowers bring life to any garden while attracting pollinators and beneficial insects. The leaves, flowers, and seeds are all edible. They have a peppery flavor, similar to watercress, and add excitement to salads and garnishes. As flowers fade, large, round seeds form beneath the blossoms. These seeds often drop directly onto the soil, where they remain until conditions are right for germination. In many regions, gardeners plant nasturtiums once and then enjoy new plants every year. The seedlings are easy to identify and can be transplanted wherever they're needed. Nasturtiums also help distract aphids from valuable crops, making them excellent companion plants for vegetable gardens. Number 8. Parsley. Most gardeners treat parsley as a biennial herb, but many overlook its ability to self-seed. During its second year, parsley produces tall flower stalks covered in tiny blooms. These flowers attract pollinators while generating thousands of seeds. Once mature, the seeds fall naturally and establish future plants. The process may seem slow compared to annual self-seeders, but parsley often surprises gardeners by appearing in unexpected places season after season. Allowing a few parsley plants to flower ensures a continuous supply without needing to purchase seeds repeatedly. Over time, your garden develops a sustainable parsley population that requires almost no maintenance. And we're only halfway through our list. Coming up next are 5 more powerful self-seeders, including one vegetable so productive that gardeners often call it the gift that never stops giving. Number 9. Chamomile. Chamomile is one of the most rewarding self-seeding herbs you can add to your garden. Known for its delicate daisy-like flowers and calming fragrance, chamomile has been treasured for centuries as a medicinal herb and soothing tea ingredient. When planted in July, chamomile quickly establishes itself in warm soil. As summer progresses, the plants become covered with small white flowers surrounding bright yellow centers. These blooms are not only beautiful, but also highly attractive to bees, butterflies, and other pollinators. What makes chamomile a true self-seeding champion is the sheer number of seeds each plant can produce. As the flowers dry, thousands of tiny seeds are released onto the surrounding soil. Unlike larger seeds that require deep planting, chamomile seeds germinate best near the surface, making natural reseeding extremely effective. Many gardeners are amazed when they discover carpets of young chamomile plants appearing the following season. Once established, a healthy patch often replenishes itself year after year with very little assistance. Chamomile also serves as a beneficial companion plant. Some gardeners believe it improves the health and flavor of nearby vegetables and herbs. Whether that's scientifically proven or not, one thing is certain. A garden filled with chamomile flowers is alive with beneficial insect activity. The key to long-term success is allowing some flowers to mature fully. Harvest plenty for tea, but leave enough blossoms behind to produce the next generation of plants.
Number 10. Mustard greens. Mustard greens are among the fastest-growing leafy vegetables you can plant, and they are remarkably effective self-seeders. Known for their spicy, peppery flavor, mustard greens add excitement to salads, stir-fries, soups, and cooked dishes. They thrive in a wide range of conditions and grow rapidly during warm weather. If left unharvested, mustard plants eventually produce clusters of bright yellow flowers that resemble tiny bursts of sunshine across the garden. These flowers develop into slender seed pods packed with seeds. Once the pods dry, they split open and scatter seeds across the surrounding area. The following season, new mustard plants often emerge wherever the seeds landed. Because mustard belongs to the brassica family, its flowers are especially attractive to pollinators. The blooms provide valuable nectar during periods when other flowering plants may be scarce. Many gardeners use mustard not only as a food crop, but also as a cover crop. Its roots help improve soil structure while its dense growth suppresses weeds. When combined with its self-seeding ability, mustard becomes one of the most useful plants in a low-maintenance garden system.
Number 11. Cosmos. If your goal is to create a garden that practically plants itself while looking stunning, Cosmos deserves a place near the top of your list. Cosmos produces tall, graceful stems covered with colorful flowers in shades of pink, white, purple, and deep crimson. The blooms seem to float above the garden, creating movement and beauty from summer through fall. Pollinators absolutely love cosmos flowers. Bees, butterflies, and beneficial insects flock to them throughout the growing season. After blooming, cosmos produces elongated seed heads filled with slender, dark seeds. These seeds mature easily and fall naturally to the ground, where they often survive winter and germinate the following spring. Many gardeners discover that a single planting of cosmos eventually creates natural drifts of flowers throughout the landscape. New plants appear in slightly different locations each year, giving the garden an ever-changing and organic appearance. Unlike many ornamental flowers that require constant replanting, cosmos often becomes a permanent feature with minimal effort. Simply allow some flowers to go to seed, and nature handles the rest. In addition to their beauty, cosmos flowers help support local pollinator populations, making them both attractive and environmentally beneficial. Number 12. Sunflowers. Sunflowers may seem like an unlikely self-seeder because of their large size, but they are surprisingly effective at reproducing naturally. A mature sunflower head can contain hundreds or even thousands of seeds. While birds consume many of them, plenty often fall to the soil below. When conditions are favorable, these seeds germinate and produce a new generation of plants the following season. The secret to encouraging self-seeding sunflowers is choosing open-pollinated varieties rather than hybrids whenever possible. Open-pollinated sunflowers produce offspring that closely resemble the parent plants. Planting sunflowers in July allows many varieties enough time to develop before the growing season ends. Their towering stems, massive blooms, and cheerful appearance make them a favorite among gardeners of all ages. Beyond their visual impact, sunflowers provide food for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Their deep roots help improve soil structure, and their sturdy stalks can even serve as natural supports for climbing plants. Many gardeners intentionally leave several seed heads standing through winter. This not only feeds wildlife, but also increases the chances of natural reseeding. There is something magical about seeing volunteer sunflowers emerge unexpectedly in spring. They often appear exactly where nature believes they belong. And now we've reached the final plant on our list, the ultimate self-seeding superstar. Number 13, cherry tomatoes. Yes, cherry tomatoes can absolutely self-seed, and they may be one of the most productive volunteers you'll ever experience. Every year, countless gardeners discover tomato seedlings emerging in compost piles, garden beds, pathways, and unexpected corners of the yard. These plants often originate from fallen fruit that decomposed over winter. Unlike larger tomato varieties, cherry tomatoes produce enormous numbers of fruits, each packed with dozens of seeds. If even a few fruits drop and remain on the ground, the chances of volunteer seedlings appearing next season are very high. Many experienced gardeners intentionally allow a handful of overripe cherry tomatoes to remain in the garden at the end of the season. As the fruits break down, they naturally plant their own seeds. The following spring, clusters of tomato seedlings emerge, sometimes by the dozens. Volunteer tomatoes often demonstrate surprising vigor. Having germinated naturally in local conditions, they frequently adapt well to their environment and grow rapidly. Of course, not every seedling will produce identical fruit if hybrid varieties are involved, but many gardeners enjoy the surprise of discovering what nature has created. Cherry tomatoes also provide one of the highest returns on gardening effort. A single plant can produce hundreds of fruits throughout the growing season. When those fruits generate future plants for free, the value becomes even greater. It's no wonder so many gardeners refer to cherry tomatoes as the gift that keeps on giving. Now that you've seen all 13 self-seeders, you may be wondering how to maximize their success in your own garden. The first rule is simple. Stop cleaning up every seed head. Many gardeners unknowingly prevent self-seeding by deadheading every flower and removing every mature plant before seeds have a chance to develop. While tidiness has its place, a self-seeding garden requires a little cooperation with nature. Allow selected plants to complete their life cycle. Let flowers fade naturally. Let seed heads dry. Give seeds time to mature and fall. The second rule is avoiding excessive mulch around self-seeding crops. While mulch offers many benefits, thick layers can prevent tiny seeds from reaching the soil surface. If you want natural reseeding, consider leaving small areas of exposed soil around your self-seeding crops. The third rule is learning to recognize volunteer seedlings. Many gardeners accidentally weed out their future harvest because they don't recognize young plants. Spend time studying the appearance of seedlings from your favorite self-seeders. This simple habit can save countless plants. The fourth rule is embracing a little unpredictability. A self-seeding garden rarely follows perfectly straight rows. Plants may appear in unexpected places. Some seasons will produce more volunteers than others. That's part of the beauty. Instead of fighting nature, work alongside it. Move seedlings when necessary, thin crowded areas, and enjoy the surprise of discovering new growth. The fifth rule is maintaining diversity. The more self-seeding species you include, the more resilient your garden becomes. Different plants thrive under different conditions. Some handle drought better, while others excel during cooler weather. A diverse garden is healthier, more productive, and more resistant to pests and disease. Imagine stepping into your garden next spring and finding dill already growing, lettuce emerging naturally, calendula blooming, cherry tomatoes sprouting, and chamomile spreading across the edges of your beds, all without planting a single seed. That's the power of self-seeding plants. Instead of starting from scratch every year, you're building a living system that becomes more productive with each passing season. Every flower that drops a seed, every herb that reseeds itself, and every volunteer vegetable that emerges is another step toward a garden that works with nature instead of against it.
July is the perfect time to begin that journey. Plant even a few of these 13 self-seeders now, and next season you may find yourself spending less money, doing less work, and harvesting more food and flowers than ever before. Thank you for watching Everyday Harvest. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with a fellow gardener who loves low-maintenance growing. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest gardening tips, homesteading ideas, and harvest-boosting secrets. And before you go, tell us in the comments, which of these 13 self-seeders would you plant first? We'd love to hear about your garden plans. Until next time, keep growing, keep harvesting, and let nature do more of the work for you.